Tash Wholeheartedly, Angelo's Pizzeria. Here's a short story about a distracted pizza maker who tries to serve everyone at once until he discovers that wholehearted service begins by staying present with the one purpose beneath every task. In the center of a lively town stood a small pizzeria called Angelo's Pizzeria. Its owner, Angelo, loved making pizza. He stretched every crust by hand, simmered tomato sauce each morning, and filled the kitchen with music. But Angelo's mind was rarely where his hands were. While kneading dough, he worried about tomorrow's customers. While spreading sauce, he replayed yesterday's mistakes. While speaking to one guest, he watched the door for the next. By lunchtime, the restaurant was full, but Angelo felt scattered and far away. One afternoon, a woman named Sofia entered and ordered a simple cheese pizza. "Please make it wholeheartedly," she said. Angelo laughed. "I make every pizza with my whole heart." Sofia looked toward the kitchen. Angelo was answering the telephone, checking 3 ovens, arguing with a supplier, correcting an employee, and glancing at a list of unpaid bills, all while pressing Sofia's dough. "Your whole heart seems very crowded," she said. Angelo frowned. "I am busy because I care." Busyness and devotion are not always the same. He placed the dough on a pan and reached for the sauce, but his mind was already thinking about another table. The spoon slipped from his hand and splattered sauce across his shirt. "See?" Angelo said. "There are too many distractions." Sofia shook her head. "The distractions are not only around you, they are the many purposes competing within your mind." Angelo looked confused. "I have only one purpose, to run the pizzeria." "Do you?" Sofia pointed around the room. "You want to make good food. You want everyone to admire you. You want no one to complain. You want to prove you are successful. You want to control every outcome. Those are different purposes wearing the same apron." Angelo became quiet. "What should my purpose be?" Sofia smiled. "What do you truly want to offer?" Angelo looked at the tables. Families were talking, friends were laughing, and a lonely man sat quietly near the window. "I want people to feel welcomed," he said. "Then let everything serve that." Angelo returned to the dough. Before touching it, he whispered, "Keep me aware of thy presence." He pressed the dough slowly. For the first time that day, he felt the texture beneath his hands. He spread the sauce without rushing. He placed the cheese carefully, noticing its warmth and fragrance. The telephone rang. Angelo felt the old urge to abandon the pizza and answer immediately. Sofia said, "Can the call wait one breath?" Angelo inhaled. The breath came naturally. He realized that life was still moving through him even when he stopped controlling everything. He asked another worker to answer the telephone and return to the pizza. "This feels almost too simple," he said. "Wholeheartedness is simple," Sofia replied. "The divided mind makes it complicated." Angelo placed the pizza in the oven. Soon a server entered the kitchen carrying a returned order. "The customer says this pizza is too cold." Angelo immediately felt attacked. His mind filled with defenses. The restaurant is too busy. The customer waited too long to eat it. The server should have delivered it faster. Then he remembered his prayer. "Keep me aware of thy presence." He looked at the cold pizza without blame. What would wholehearted service do now? He made another one, not to prove he was good, not to avoid criticism, simply because a warm pizza could be offered. Later, Angelo noticed the lonely man near the window had still not ordered. Normally, he would have waited for the man to call him over. Instead, Angelo approached gently. "Are you ready to choose?" The man shook his head. "I came here because my wife and I used to eat here every Friday. She died last month." Angelo felt the impulse to offer advice or escape the discomfort. Instead, he sat down. For several minutes, he listened. The ovens continued heating. Plates clattered. Customers entered and left. Yet Angelo felt no conflict between sitting quietly and running the pizzeria. He understood that his vocation was not merely making pizza. His vocation was giving each moment to love. Sometimes that looked like kneading dough. Sometimes it looked like replacing a cold meal. Sometimes it looked like listening without trying to fix anything. When Angelo returned to the kitchen, Sofia's pizza was ready. He placed it before her. She took one bite and smiled. "What makes it different?" Angelo asked. "The ingredients are the same," she said. But the cook was finally present. That evening, Angelo painted a small prayer above the preparation table. "Keep me aware of thy presence beneath every activity." From then on, Angelo's Pizzeria remained busy. Orders were still confused, crusts sometimes burned, and customers occasionally complained. Angelo did not become perfectly focused. But whenever his mind became tangled in distraction, distortion, anxiety, or control, he paused. He felt the dough beneath his hands. He noticed the person before him. He remembered the purpose he had chosen. And quietly, beneath the ringing telephones, humming ovens, and conversations filling the room, one prayer played like gentle background music. Let me serve the source wholeheartedly. May we sing, rest, and dance our way home together.